The question, what is the best name number in numerology? Why? What numerology reveals about good and bad numbers. Focusing on the birth number. Forget all you've read or learned about numerology. Forget adding this number to that. Forget about master numbers, soul numbers, and missing numbers, and concentrate on just one number, your birth number. I have written and published numerous books on numerology and the confusion surrounding the many systems of calculation. Most forget or underestimate the importance of the day or date on which we are born. Understanding this number will allow you to know your potential, your character, your destination, destiny, and your possible pitfalls. Why is the birth number the most important number? Consider the following. I do not ask you to do any addition or other calculation to your birth number with claims that it will discover your life path, for your life is unique to you and cannot be deduced from any simple addition. No one has the same background, socioeconomic circumstances, education, or life experience as you. To put it simply, no one else has walked in your shoes. They say your soul number reveals your inner self, your subconscious desires, your ingrained approach, but what is the soul? Can it really be deduced by adding this number to that? The personality number, calculated by various systems, supposedly reveals your outward self, your appearance and demeanor. I'm sure you'll agree you no longer have the same personality you had when you were a teenager. Yet the facts that are used to calculate these numbers remain status quo. You still have the same date of birth and the same name. A personality number that does not change as you do seems questionable. Forget the destiny number, which is revealed by either the letters in your name or the addition of numbers related to your date of birth, sometimes called your life path. To that, I ask, are we predestined, or do we possess free will? Missing numbers are often mentioned as areas of weakness or of underdevelopment in your character. They are sometimes found by the missing numbers in your date of birth, other times they are found by methods using the letters of your name. Numerologists for centuries have given the letters of the alphabet numerical equivalents, forgetting the fundamental fact that there are many different languages and alphabets. The most popular method for calculating the numerological value of a word in the West is the Pythagorean system, though there are others that are seldom mentioned. I ask you forget the letters of your name, and I ask you to put aside, for the sake of argument, all you have read or studied on name numbers. We are going to concentrate on getting back to basics. Naked numerology, so to speak. Birth number 1. According to numerology, those with a birth number of 1 are showy and ambitious. Birth number 1. Those born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th of any month. Look at me, look at me. Those with a birth number of 1 like to show off and to be the boss. They are very masculine and arrogant at times and want to be the actor of whatever spectacle is taking place, whether that be on screen or in the workplace. They are ambitious, like to be on top, and possess a healthy ego, sometimes to the point of egocentricity. Those with a birth number of 1 can behave like a child to get their own ways, even throwing tantrums to attract attention. They are generous to those they love and don't mind picking up the tab when eating out, a bit of showmanship that creates a good impression, so order an expensive meal. This number is protective of loved ones and will fight any threat or opposition. Sexually, they may be a little too serious at times, but once they let their hair down, there is no one more creative than a number 1. They have a connection to those born under the astrological sign of Leo, and Sunday is their best day of the week. Famous ones: singer Justin Bieber, TV actress Lauren Conrad, German politician Otto von Bismarck, actor Toshiro Mifune, writer Anne M.C. Caffrey. Birth number 2. In numerology, those with a birth number of 2 are physical and moody. Birth number 2. Those born on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, 29th of any month. If you know what's good for you, don't mess with my kids. Those with a birth number of 2 are not as assertive as number 1s, but they get their own way nevertheless. Very tactile, they love to caress and be caressed. If male, a number 2 adores the female body. If female, a number 2 needs a masculine male to sweep her off her feet. Both sexes are a little shy until you get to know them, but they are worth getting to know, so make allowances for any initial bashfulness. Conversely, this number doesn't mind a little domination, so don't be afraid of a little forcefulness. Both sexes can be a little moody. During such times, keep alcohol under lock and key. When people with this number get depressed or melancholic, it can be quite serious. Never ask a male number 2 about his mother. He'll tell you. In the bedroom, it is better to keep the lights low for a night of imaginative passion. Number 2s feel connected to those with the sign Cancer, and Monday is considered their best day of the week. Famous 2s, singers Shakira and Rihanna, lead vocalist of Coldplay Chris Martin, author Dr. Seuss, Soviet Union politician Mikhail Gorbachev, Athlete Ron Grant. Birth number 3. Threes in numerology are sexual and dress to impress. Birth number 3. Those born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, 30th of any month. Trust me, the check's in the mail. Would I lie to you? Mr/Miss Smooth Talker, that's our birth number 3. Prone to exaggeration, embroidery, and a little embellishment. Both sexes enjoy travel, foreign places, and different cultures and never tire of talking about exotic places. Both enjoy the limelight, being the life and soul of any party, and performing for all and sundry, more so when they have had more than a third drink. Considered highly sexual, flirtatious, and competitive, creating enemies along the way with others jealous of their so-called successes, this number strives for perfection. They do not handle defeat or humiliation easily. A typical person with a birth number of 3 possesses a good wardrobe, dressing to impress. They are witty and intelligent conversationalists, tellers of tales, and spinners of yarns. As for 3's, the bedroom, just keep in mind what I have said about exaggeration, particularly if they have had too much alcohol. One redeeming feature about people with this number, male or female of any age, is their cute little bums. They have an affinity with Sagittarius, and Thursday is their lucky day of the week. Famous 3's, inventor Alexander Graham Bell, actress Jessica Biel, South African Premier JBM Hertzog, actors Marlon Brando, Alec Baldwin, and Eddie Murphy, President Abraham Lincoln. Birth number 4. In numerology, the birth number of 4 indicates that you value other people, an ideal quality in psychologists and revolutionaries. Birth number 4. Those born on the 4th, 13th, 22nd, 31st of any month. I value my friends more than anything else in the world. If you have a birth number of 4, you're a good listener, understanding the fears and phobias of all the people you attract. This makes you an ideal psychologist, counselor, and companion. When 4's are young and inexperienced, they often lack self-confidence and underestimate themselves. When they are older and wiser, they possess vision, insight, and intuition. 4's are a little ahead of their times and are something of revolutionaries. They are excellent teachers, with others benefiting from their experience and know-how. People feel at ease in their company. This could be because of their magnetic charm or eccentric approach to matters in general. They attract people with problems and predicaments like flowers attract bees. In these predicaments, 4's are often relied upon for a solution or resolution. Sunday is their best day of the week, and Aquarians enter and impact their lives every now and then. Famous 4's, blues musician Muddy Waters, athlete Gil Hodges, actors Anthony Perkins, Robert Downey Jr., Heath Ledger, and Jamie Lynn Spears, singer Beyoncé Knowles, Presidents George Washington and Barack Obama. Birth number 5. 5's in numerology value money and order, and feel a link with people who are born under Gemini or Virgo. Birth number 5. Those born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd of any month. Show me the money. What can I say? This number craves variety in work and play and doesn't like to be tied to any one thing, or person for that matter. They always come up with new ideas for ways to generate an income, some bordering on the downright fraudulent, let's get rich as quick as we can. 5's like to impress all who will listen and are witty and accomplished conversationalists, though something of con artists at times. They say cleanliness is next to godliness, and people with a birth number of 5 take this to heart. They are clean freaks at times, with everything in place and a place of everything including you. They are restless by nature, traveling here, there, and everywhere, meeting many people along the way. And while likely to make many lucrative acquaintances, long-term relationships are usually thin on the ground. They feel a link with people with the sign of Gemini or Virgo, and Wednesday is their best day of the week. Famous 5's, Holy Roman Emperor Leopold II, philosophers Karl Marx and Adam Smith, physicist Arthur Leonard Shallow, actor Mark Wahlberg, singer Adele, writer William Shakespeare. Birth number 6. According to numerology, those with a birth number of 6 are flirtatious and attention-seeking. Birth number 6. Those born on the 6th, 15th, 24th of any month. If I offer you my body, what will you give me in return? Like a rose, if you have a birth number of 6, you'll bloom in any environment as long as you're given the attention you seek, and you require a lot. Some call you charming, and others call you a flirt. You are able to talk your way into and out of any situation. This number signifies security, balance, and harmony, and it is important to seek these out, because a secure job, secure relationship, and secure home life are all necessary for your well-being. 6's are sensual, sentimental, and romantic. However, issues of self-worth, self-esteem, and self-confidence plague this birth number. If financially secure, they can be the best of lovers. If in debt or financially struggling, there are no bigger whiners. Correspondingly, they can be considerate and kind, or the worst nightmare you have ever encountered. Friday is considered their best day of the week. They are associated with the morning and evening star of Venus and the signs Taurus and Libra. Famous sixes: explorer Robert Scott, authors Thomas Mann and Gabriel Garcia Marquez, economist Alan Greenspan, basketball player Shaquille O'Neal. Birth number 7. In numerology, those with a birth number of 7 are gentle, reflective, and imaginative. Birth number 7. Those born on the 7th, 16th, 25th of any month. Your secrets are safe with me. If this is your number, you love debating the rights and wrongs of the world and seriously want to help those who are less fortunate. Spiritually, you are philosophical, musical, and artistic, which can take you to the spiritual heights or the depraved depths of your psyche. You are compassionate, sensitive, and perceptive, yet easily hurt by careless speech or thoughtless actions of others. Those with a birth number of 7 are refined, gentle, vague, and imaginative. They are dreamers of dreams and possessing glamour, charisma, and magnetism, though unfortunately a tendency toward alcoholism or drug addiction is not uncommon. When balanced, a 7 is an excellent analyst and seeker of truth. When not so balanced, a 7 can be skeptical and critical, often suffering from an inferiority complex. Pisceans are likely to enter or influence their lives at some time, and Monday is their best day of the week for meditation, contemplation, and reflection. Famous 7s: Nobel laureates Camilla Golgi and Ralph Bunche, jazz guitarist Tiny Grimes, Beatles drummer Ringo Starr, actresses Shelley Duvall and Charlize Theron, the most prolific female serial killer in history Elizabeth Bathory. Birth number 8. People with a birth number of 8 in numerology are often appear conservative, but live very sexual and ambitious private lives. Birth number 8. Those born on the 8th, 17th, 26th of any month. Call me old-fashioned if you will, but get to know me and I'll surprise you. Don't be fooled by this number. Although conservative, prim, and proper in appearance, for people with a birth number of 8 do not want to look out of place, there's another face to this number. Discover it. In youth, people with this number behave older than their age. When maturity endows them with more confidence, they look younger. Sexually, they are all about lust and trust. When they have gained confidence, there is nothing to stop them from realizing any object of their desires. They are career-oriented, determined to succeed, and problem solvers who love a challenge. People with this number can either find themselves going around in circles because they fear change or climbing ever higher in the search for new horizons to conquer. They are adaptable, systematic, political, and logical thinkers. Yet too much head and not enough heart is often their downfall. Throughout life, the parent of the same sex as the 8 creates problems for, generates challenges for, or creates issues for him or her throughout life. Capricorns are their best friends or worst nightmares, and Saturday is their best day of the week. Famous 8s: painter Diego Rivera, Nobel laureate Paul Dirac, actor Dustin Hoffman, tennis player Roger Federer, King Richard the Lionheart, country singers Jimmie Rogers and Patsy Cline, rapper Kanye West. Birth number 9. A birth number of 9 in numerology signals a combative and larger-than-life persona. Birth number 9. Those born on the 9th, 18th, 27th of any month. It's my way or the highway. If this is your number, you love to debate, discuss, and dispute almost everything. You never like to admit to being wrong or misinformed. This makes you a little unapproachable, yet stimulating company nevertheless. A born fighter, reformer, and combatant. At times, your own worst enemy. The life you live appears somewhat larger than life to others, who ask you how you manage it. A survivor in the game of life, you possess knowledge, experience, and wisdom, having returned to teach what you know. Therefore, develop your communication skills so that you can be inspiring and inspirational. 9s are connected to the sign Aries in the 1st house of astrology and to the sign Scorpio in the 8th house of astrology. 9s do well to study the ancient art/science of astrology. Tuesday is considered their best day, and Mars is their significant planet. Check the link in the description below if you want more information with your own data.